Welcome, tea lovers, to this new episode of Tea
For two.
It's your host, Salma, and today we'll be stepping into the world of jazz, exploring its rich history, its famous artists, and the essence that makes the genre so timeless. We're honored to have a very special guest today, Rebecca, a jazz specialist and historian. Everyone say, hi Rebecca! We're so excited to hear your insight on the evolution of jazz and its impact on music and culture.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. Jazz is a genre with deep and vibrant history, and I'm so thrilled to share it with your tea lovers.
So, to kick things off, can you tell us a bit about how jazz originated and how it has evolved over the decades?
Certainly, jazz originated in the early 20th century in the African American communities of New Orleans. It was a fusion of African rhythms, blues, ragtime, and European musical harmonies. Over the decades, jazz evolved through various styles such as Dixieland, swing, bebop, cool jazz, and fusion, each bringing new elements and expanding the genre's boundaries. You know what's truly fascinating is that jazz has a variety of instruments that give a distinctive sound. The core instruments include the trumpet, the saxophone, which adds a rich, smooth voice, the piano and drums, driving the beat and adding rhythmic complexity. Each musician brings their own personality and style, making every performance unique.
That's so interesting. And did you know that in the early days of jazz, it wasn't uncommon for musicians to improvise for hours on end? Louis Armstrong.
Wait, you're talking about this Louis Armstrong?
In that number.
Louis Armstrong, for example, could keep an audience entranced with his trumpet solos, making every performance a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Jazz certainly has a rich and colorful history. But who are some of the most influential jazz artists that have shaped this genre?
There are so many, but some key figures include Louis Armstrong, like we said, who was pivotal in developing swing and improvisational jazz. Duke Ellington, known for his orchestral jazz compositions. But also so many artists whose innovative techniques and spiritual approach to jazz left a lasting impact.
Moving on to your questions. Alright, now our first question comes from Buzaide Miriam, who asks, is jazz dead? A provocative question indeed. What do you think, Rebecca?
Jazz dead? Absolutely not. Jazz is very much alive and continues to evolve. In fact, we're seeing a resurgence of interest in jazz among younger generations. All right. All right. Our next question comes from Ice Spice, who asks, what makes a jazz different from other genres of music? What do you think, Salma?
Actually, great question. Jazz is unique in its phase of improvisation. This element of creativity and spontaneity sets jazz apart from many other genres.
That's really insightful. Let's see.
Here's another question from Blonde E. Brunette, who is a current jazz artist that you believe everyone should listen to.
I would highly recommend checking out Lofi. She's bringing a fresh and modern take to jazz. Her unique voice and innovative approach are truly captivating. And she's a great example of how jazz continues to evolve and bring a new perspective to music.
Exactly. Right. So this is the end of our Tea for Two session. See you in the next video.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
And thank Beyonce. Let's hear it.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare.
Just got a message from a fan. It's an edit about jazz. I'll leave you to it.
Just to get it out of the way, I hate jazz. Are you okay?
Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
You have to see what's at stake. I mean, look at these fellas. Look at it.
Thank you.